American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Glad to have you with us from the original Cotton Bowl located on the fairgrounds in the heart of Dallas, Texas. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. The give. Finds Zach Priest, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to him. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
That's a really nice run. One thing I love about him is he's got versatility. Reminds me of the guy I used to play against back in the day, Kevin Falk. He could catch the ball, he could run the ball, he could block, he returned kicks. He did everything for the LSU Tigers, and this guy, he's got that ability too. So many different tools in his toolbox.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
The Tigers with the 1st and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the 1st.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. And the Tigers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll give it to him again. Creates a little space. It's a seam wide open. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Hello and welcome everyone to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Wants to throw. It's Nussmeier. Lost the defense. He's wide open. Flying down the right side. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, LSU!
If you want to make a statement in a football game, that's how you do it. On your first offensive snap, you go 75 yards and score a touchdown. They have shown up. They are ready to go. Everybody, I think, in shock in the stadium right now.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to MetLife Stadium, home of the Giants and the Jets in East Rutherford, New Jersey. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Glad to have you with us from the original Cotton Bowl located on the fairgrounds in the heart of Dallas, Texas. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. On the run, it's Durham. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. What a nice play, and even with the short return, they're in scoring position at the 18. Great place to start for this offense. They'll go to the ground. Bringing it back. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's the handoff. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quickly out to the tight end. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
How about the blow he delivered in banging his way to the 41?
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
That's caught. It's Anderson. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? He wants to throw it again. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Bring in the heat. Another incompletion on 3rd down. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. What a disappointment. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. The give on the inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all. That play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the back. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the 1st down.
Man, this guy is so scary when he has the ball in his hands. He kind of reminds me, he's got a little bit of Leonard Fournette. He's got a little bit of Clyde Edwards-Helaire, you know, just that shake and bake. And when they get in the 2nd level, DBs just don't seem to know how to tackle this guy. You don't want to submarine. He might hurtle over you, but if you don't go in with conviction, he's got the speed to get outside and take it the distance. This dude just makes your heart stop every time he has the ball.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Going to the running game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. He's taking the shot. Picked off to stop the threat. Got some room to run. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running back searching for a hole. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
That's a really nice job hauling that pass in, and you think LSU has just been such a breeding ground in recent years for receivers. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, OBJ, Jarvis Landry.
He's got it inside the 25. They bring him down, but first and 10 here. Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Durham. Oh, he's got some space. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. Caught in the backfield. It's Anderson. Touchdown, LSU! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Extra point here will tie the game.
Love the individual effort here by the wide receiver. After he has the ball, able to make people miss. You see the speed as he goes in for the touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. To throw, it's Nussmeier. Here's a heat. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. LSU quick to the line.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle. Back on the line.
It's a running room. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the footballs from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Back to pass on second down. On the move, he fires. Touchdown, Tigers! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. On the move. He's loose. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
I love these offensive coaches going right back to your guy. I believe in you. Just because you fumbled doesn't mean I'm not going to give you the football.
Yeah, he's repaying the favor right now to this coaching staff as well. And doesn't it just seem like he's running with a little bit more juice? He looks...
Wide open spaces. How about that play on the ground? They get him out of bounds at the 34.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
And the Tigers just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. The give to the back. Oh, out of space. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Anderson. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. LSU right back to the line. They'll run it from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll go with a direct snap. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9, where it'll be 1st and goal. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. A 1st down run in the red zone. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start him, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Back to throw, it's Ncaa. Starting to feel a little pressure. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
All right, defense, nice job early in the game, playing well with your backs against the wall. Job's not over yet, though. This is an offense that has shown that they go for it on 4th down, especially during these situations.
And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. That'll bring him to within 4.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Pulls and fires complete. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's moving out of the pocket. Got out of trouble and throws. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And as an offense, you've got such a special talent playing QB. You've got to do a better job protecting him. If you can let this guy set his feet, he can light this defense up.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. This time on target. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple 1st downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Ncaa. Pulls it in, it's Brown. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down.
And a really nice job on the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks, and make plays.
And the Tigers are facing 3rd and inches. Quarterback keeps it. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Now sliding to his left. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Ncaa. Fires to the middle. It's complete. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So now with 1st and goal, let's see what LSU does here. They'll try to get it in with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The defense calls the timeout, their 2nd of the day, as they try to get their act together. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you can have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Looking downfield, it's Ncaa. He's not afraid to go deep. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Trying to take it back. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Tigers. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Looking downfield on first down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Quarterback got it himself. He'll step out of bounds right in the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to throw on first down. He's going up top. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. And that'll do it here in the second quarter. Halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. He's out of bounds at the 17-yard line. Excellent job by the kick coverage unit to keep him from getting the sideline. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. LSU quick to the line.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Takes the handoff. It's Durham. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Looking to pass. It's Nussmeier. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. Wide receiver comes in motion. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Snags it down the right side. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. They'll run it. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll send the back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Watkins. They wrestle him down at the 16-yard line. A 3rd down stop. Now to see what they do on 4th down. LSU now operating in the red zone. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Makes a grab past the marker. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a cheap shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Beck's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Anderson. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll give it to the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Second and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
Intercepted. That is just what this defense needed. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, LSU! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense.
And that one is picked up in the end zone. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. So now it's second and long. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Using the quick game. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. You don't really want to lose track of anybody, but I would say, David, especially not him.
Yeah, when you know he's really good, that's a good to say. Hey, sometimes you double him. Well, and sometimes you run the old zero coverage, like nobody covers him at all. And that's what they did right there. That's not good sound defense.
Got a man, it's Sharp. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Gonna look downfield again. Good timing on the quick out. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Looking deep. And it's picked off for the third time today. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the third quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that if this guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
And it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smart.
And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. LSU right back to the line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Leaves it with the back. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him one.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. He got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in third and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
Man, what a surge by this defense. I think he's going to be a little bit short of the first down. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this third period with a big play. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Out of the gun to give to the back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
The hand to the running back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
It'll be third and long. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw, it's Ncaa. He's got it. There he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And just like that, the game is completely changed, right? The defense comes away with a huge turnover, and the offense able to cash it in, capitalize by scoring a touchdown. So they've now got the lead. Not a lot of time left, but it feels like all the momentum is now on their side.
And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. The 50. He's inside the 40. The 20. He took that baby all the way to the house. A pick two as it were. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they finish with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. Coming out with it, it's Anderson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. The inside handoff. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
And that hurts on defense, giving up the first on the ground like that. We're in a one-possession game. You've got all three timeouts. I think you got to start burning them here to save some clock.
Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Got the first down and still on his feet. A huge play, and they get him all the way to the 45-yard line.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
Touch pass on the run. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Dropping back, it's Ncaa. Got it in the middle, it's Anderson. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Might be changing the route. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Fires to the right. Complete downfield.
One of the most difficult things about this slot receiver is his shiftiness and his athleticism. He's very, very difficult to tackle after the catch.
So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, I think my thought process needs to be points are good. Because if I get a field goal here, that's fine. I take the lead by more than a field goal. They got to go the length of the field. But I also want to run this clock, let it continue to work. But the goal is to get a touchdown. So let's see what this offense dials up next.
Quickly complete. Touchdown LSU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Lining up to add another. And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the 4th. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here's the conundrum for the defensive coordinator. Do you stay aggressive, or do you protect and play a little more conservatively with the lead and just a few minutes left? Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. 1-possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the W.
He might want another play. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the fourth quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. The give to the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game. And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you can do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clogged.
Timeout is called with just a single second left.
Timeout, LSU.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And they didn't need the extra points, but maybe just a chance to stick it to them right here a little bit at the end. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.